Big Sexy T-Bone, you want to play us in a little bit? Just give us a little cha-cha-cha. Go DJ.
I don't have any headphones. Oh, yeah, I do.
Pennsyltucky, John and Cigi are two buddies. Those episodes drop Wednesdays, but you can listen all week. It's Pennsyltucky, let them goofballs keep you company. You can be our third buddy, but we'll never, ever, 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 ever let you speak.
Cut it.
Yeah, cut it. Nice, dude. Another smashing success. Another start to an instant classic.
Another smashing success on Trent hitting play. Hey, it's about time you got in uniform. I like to see it.
Yeah, dude. You can't see it. Trent, come wiggle over here and show
Wiggle
the cameras
yourself.
real quick.
Wiggle that little body over here in front of the camera.
yeah. Come on.
Come on over.
Our corporate sponsors. Ooh, nice. Get low. Get low.
Yellow.
Yeah. I was gonna chuck.
I was gonna do one of these as well, but
yeah.
he doesn't have eyes in the back of his head. I guess he's not meant to be a mom now, is he?
Damn, dude.
You'll never know what your kids are doing in the back of the van.
That's the prerequisite for motherhood.
Yeah, you gotta have eyes in the back of your head.
Like the first villain in Harry Potter's.
Yeah, well, you
Remember
know
him?
that's been a long time.
Professor Quirrell.
Professor Quirrell, dude, the ugly guy.
Yeah.
He has Voldemort on the back of his head.
Oh. Well, I think it's okay that I don't even know because
No, I disagree. This is a cultural touchstone. How are we supposed to talk if you're not up on the Johns?
she's bad.
You struggling over there? Do you need some help?
Yes! I thought I had a toy, and then I looked down. It's resting on my fupa. I said, no way. Not gonna. Nobody rests on my fupa without buying me dinner first.
I was gonna say this has been a disaster so far, but then you come in hot with the fupa shit. Damn.
When you got it, flaunt it.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Not everybody
right.
gets to flaunt it, but if you're a Pennsyltucky listener,
One of the fine constituents of the great state of Pennsyltucky.
you could
Man.
even be a Patreon if we get it set up.
Once I feel that people will pay us.
That's not true. And
Really?
we'll discuss this offline.
Okay.
I know people who will pay.
Really?
We got fans.
That's cool, dude.
Just because the fans aren't worldwide yet doesn't
True.
mean we don't have them. We got to honor them.
Yeah, we should give them like a $1 tier so that,
Yeah.
that we will discontinue once everyone catches up. But
Yeah.
like this will be your mark
But
that you were a
they are
day one.
grandfathered in.
Yeah, you're an A1 day $1.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah.
I'd give you $1 just to get you off my neck.
Me?
Yes.
I give her nothing but freedom, dude. Her leash is so long, it's crazy.
Get you off my freaking back.
What have you been up to? I saw that you were napping into recording time.
Trey, you dog.
Yeah, I got 2 tattletales in the room, and one of them works for me.
Wow. Where's the other tattletale? I'm scared. How
You,
am I tattletale?
little miss. Oh, he sweared. He cursed again. Oh, John said the F word. Zip it.
You did say the F word. All the audience can hear it.
Apparently
I'm worried.
45 times last episode, according to
I'm
Trent.
worried because he's not very bright. So I have to tell him sometimes. I don't know that he's always getting it.
It's like Vanna White, you know, she needs the glowing letter to
Trent
know which
is
to
gorgeous. He's not very bright.
Sex symbol.
And so yes.
Yeah.
He's such a sex symbol. We have to keep him out of the camera. We can only let him on when he wears his uniform.
turn. The Comedy Awards voted him the sexiest man in improv, like 3 times in a row.
Wow.
You remember that? Did you see that this
Is
year?
that real?
Well, no, it wasn't when we were in Chicago, and also Trent didn't win the sexiest man in improv. He was robbed by. They just didn't have that category yet.
Oh yeah. I think I'm robbed daily by a category that's just not on the papers. You know.
Yeah. 100%.
I think I'd be winning awards if they had the right awards going on.
They have awards in Chicago now for like the improv scene that aren't the Dells. And my biggest takeaway from it is improv team names need to change. Every improv team name is terrible.
I couldn't possibly be keeping up with team names. People I don't know. I don't know the team names of teams I was on, much less teams of people I don't know.
Do you still follow Chicago at all? I still see the people that I knew there pop up from time to time. So that's my like.
Well, I still
lifeline.
follow my friends.
Yeah.
I didn't.
They're not a part of the new scene though.
I unfollowed everyone from Chicago who didn't move here.
Damn, elitist ass Cigi.
Yeah.
I'm in touch with my roots, dude. I still hang
Blame it
around.
all on my roots. I showed up in boots.
Damn.
I did improv with you on Friday. Killed you a lot.
You killed me every scene.
Well, you needed to be dead.
The audience would disagree. They were rolling with laughter. They
When
were
I killed
loving
you.
it.
When I killed each time I killed you.
That was
they
an
were-
exclamation point on an already raucous sentence.
They ripped and they rolled every time I put a gun to your head and let you fall to the ground. My biggest regret was not killing you in the car.
Yeah, that was a missed
I woke
opportunity.
up thinking about that.
And
I
you
said,
should.
I said, I'm better than that. I should have reached around when I did the whole I didn't know you were in here. Should have reached around and been like, oh, well.
Yeah, you should have shot me,
I know.
but you didn't.
I know.
And then I got to run free. I got 2 minutes of chit chat.
I know. When what about our friend Lily walking in their set said, we are not doing a set like they just did.
And then they did. We all
And then
did.
then everyone did a set like we did.
We set the tone, but in reality,
more
the tall boys set the tone because that's just how they
Ours
roll.
was more sinister because you were involved, but
Yeah,
you
the-
were a sinister little
There's
freak.
a nefarious energy.
You
on
are
that
nefarious
stage.
for sure.
It was fun though. I had a good time.
Oh, I had a blast.
Yeah. It was definitely not technically good improv. We weren't like doing
No.
super grounded scene work, but
I've never.
we were getting the pops.
I've never done worse improv, but
I
got
don't believe
big
that.
laughs. No, that's true. That's the
I
worst
do
I've ever
not
done.
believe that.
I have famously never done bad improv, and
I
so that was
100% don't believe that.
vouch, Dr. Pepper. Never done a bad show.
You asking me?
You vouch.
I can't.
Yep.
You see me do a bad show? I don't think so.
100%.
I've seen you do a bad show, but
You've heard tell of
know
it.
You've done a bad. Everyone has done a bad.
Not me.
No, you have.
You've done a bad show.
I haven't. Hey,
I've
dear
done
audience.
thousands, but they weren't my fault. I was the saving grace.
Trying to
I've
think.
sucked ass on stage so many times. So many times.
I can't think of any of my friends who I think are great at improv. I can think of a show where they weren't the star. I genuinely can't think of a show that they were bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
So I'm like, no, I don't think I've ever had a terrible show where I did terrible things.
I think everyone I know I've seen do at least one just awful scene where I was like, what the fuck was that?
I'm sure I have though.
Yeah, it just, you don't remember it. I just
Probably.
know that there have been instances where I'm like, that person is God. And then I watch them do something and I'm like, okay, maybe they're mortal.
I think there have just been scenes that I would still just never leave and be like, that was hot garbage. I just would.
I'm just not going to mention that. In the
Yeah.
book of my life, that scene's just not going to come up.
Kinda.
Yeah.
But I do think everybody who's good at improv is a show might not be your show, but I stand by
Yeah. There will be a moment of redemption within the hot garbage. It's not all going to be hot garbage.
Yeah.
There's going to be a moment that stands out that shows promise. You know?
yeah, or I know you're good, you're just not having
You're
your
just
night.
fucking eating shit right now.
Also, I think rarely do I have I experienced taking a big swing and it not paying off or not being supported by somebody or whatever.
I would be lying if I said that doesn't happen to me.
And I think that
My style of play is called wild card.
I think if you asked me if a show was bad, it'd be a time where I took a big swing and the audience was like, mm-mm.
Dude, there's an instance where I took a big swing. The show was bad. We were eating shit. The audience just wasn't giving us anything. And I was, little
This
ASMR.
time, sorry.
No, it's good. That's so clean.
Fresh crack.
But we were doing a show that was not going well. And I was just trying to get the audience to laugh. I was just trying to do anything. So I called one of my
Number one rule of improv, though, you're not trying to get the audience to laugh.
I know, but we were 20 minutes in and we weren't getting shit.
Yeah.
So I was just trying stuff out. And I remember I called one of my scene partners a fugly biznatch. And just there was already no air in the room.
I
And just
didn't-
vacuum seal sucked.
I actually
even
didn't
harder.
know you in Chicago, and I think I might have heard about that.
It was a mutual friend of ours.
Okay,
I was
okay. Yeah, if it's who I'm thinking of, I think I did hear about that.
I said fugly biznatch in a scene, and then afterwards we were doing notes, and we were just talking about how the show was bad, and I was just like, by the way, dude, I'm so sorry that I said that. And they went, you wouldn't apologize if it got a laugh. And I went, no, I wouldn't. You're right.
I do think when she told me, I was like, I can't believe this person. Who is this person? Do you think you would have apologized if it got a laugh?
No.
Okay.
No,
well,
never in a million years will I ever apologize if I get a laugh.
I think I remember her telling me that.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, it is. I was like, it's wildly inappropriate, but it's
Sure.
funny.
Yeah, it's a joke.
But it's also like when
I wouldn't actually call her a fugly biznatch in real life, but on stage when we're playing characters, your character's a fugly biznatch, dude. And my character talks that way.
oh, John, I'm glad we were never on a team together in Chicago.
They would never put us on a team together. I did miss doing improv though. Like even if it was bad improv the other night, like
I think it was.
it's so much fun not knowing what's gonna happen.
I did not leave being like that was bad because ultimately, it just wasn't improv.
It just wasn't improv. We just did jokes. We were just funny up there. And
Yeah.
like people did laugh. They told us
I
afterwards.
was
They
really,
were stoked.
I was really scared when I did the whole like I think we turned the music off on you guys, but I thought it was a gift to you guys.
The
Because I
dueling
was-
Buffalo Bills.
But yeah, because you'd already gotten your cute points for it. Everybody's already liked
I wanted
it.
to be out of that way before.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know exactly what their way out is. I think I have to do it.
Yeah, 100%.
And so I was like, we're already being meta, and so I was very nervous because I was like, I don't want it to seem like I'm not enjoying this because I thought it was very fun and cute.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, we're already being meta, so I was like, I think turn the music off, right?
Yeah,
And I was like,
crushed.
oh, people don't like when I'm a bitch though.
No, I disagree with that. I think
They
it's-
liked that.
They liked it
I got a
because
huge
it's like
laugh.
clearly we're fucking with each other. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna kill me anytime I do something a little bit weird.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to continue to push your buttons and put you in situations where you're not 100% sure how to respond.
Yep.
It was just fun. And like honestly, I think it's because we were with the tall boys, and that's exactly how they play. It's just like they're meta to the point where it like borders on absurdism and like nihilism.
Yeah.
You know? Like
They
they're
also-
truly like fuck you, nothing matters. They walk on a stage. And like in their scene partner, they're just like, I don't know you. Just like keep walking past them.
I was hooting and hollering that whole
Yeah,
show.
it's fun to watch stuff like that.
There was one point, and we have to stop talking about improv because it is ultimately
100%. We're gonna go
boring
long
topic.
in case I have to cut all this out.
But every show he says we're gonna cut something out. He doesn't ever cut it out. Last episode, I'm just like, Trent, give me a pillow. Crickets in the room. John checks his phone, fully still in the episode. Like,
You wanna know
you'll
what's
never
funny?
cut anything out.
You want to know what's funny? I
What?
cut 30 seconds out of that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I will say my last.
That was the reason I keep that in, dear audience, just a little peek behind the curtain, is because there's a weird momentum dive if it's just like, hey, can I get a pillow? Silence for 2 minutes, and then we're just back like, oh, no. I'm like, I just gotta keep that in so the audience understands what happens here. I'm not hiding anything. Sorry.
Sorry, I fell asleep with my eyes open.
I hate this show.
Lies.
Yeah, I love this show.
My last comment about improv before we move on, there was one point where, for no reason, it added nothing. One of the tall boys said, "Oh, that doorknob was dirty."
Yeah.
And I thought that was the funniest thing anyone, I think it was Cam, it was the funniest thing anyone's ever said.
Cam High is a fucking unbelievable improviser.
That line had me, I was laughing 3 scenes later.
Yeah.
Over the doorknob was dirty. It's like the details of like real life because, okay, I said we talked about improv, but it is, you know, like in real life, it's like you're doing something, like you're on a mission, but then like something real does like take you out of it for a second.
Yeah.
Like you gotta get out of the house fast, but you can't get your shoe on. You know? And that
Yeah.
takes you out of it. It's like,
Yeah,
oh,
a
shoot.
little hot putting your shoe on in the scene, that fucking sells it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what else did you do this weekend?
What else did I do? Oh, dude, I saw Dune 2.
I heard someone told me they saw you
Becca
there.
and Sealy.
Yeah.
I saw them there. It was exciting. I was very I love seeing people out in the world.
Yeah.
Makes me feel like
You live here.
yeah, like I live here, like a small town vibes, you know?
I haven't been to the AMC in a minute. I'm trying to hit all the Oscar noms.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen any of them. You know, I pretty much only watch old movies.
You haven't seen any? You haven't seen the Holdovers? I saw
Haven't
that
seen the
with you.
holdovers. No,
You were
because I
with
was waiting. No, I was waiting to see it with my dad, and then we just didn't get around to it over Christmas.
I thought he was with us.
The holdovers?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what's nominated right now, but I haven't seen many of the like prestige movies from this year.
Barbie.
I saw Barbie.
Oppenheimer,
Saw Barbie.
you saw that.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Same day. Not to brag. What's up?
Killers of the Flower Moon.
Saw that.
How was that? Should I see that?
Boring snooze fest. It's 3.5 hours long, and every minute of it feels like 2 minutes.
I think I'm
It's
just not going to
so
watch that one. I might
boring.
watch a YouTube video about it.
Yeah, watch a nice. I mean, the performances in it are good. Lily Gladstone rocks. I was just like, Phew. I was Sleep G Farmers in there, dude. I remember around like what I believe to be the hour and a half mark, which was probably around the 25-minute mark. I was like, man, this thing's got to be over soon.
What else is on there? The Anatomy of a Fall.
Haven't seen it.
American Fiction.
Haven't seen it.
Haven't seen that one either. We're going to see that one, I think, tonight.
Thanks for the invite.
Do you, John, we're addressing this on camera, and I'm like, when is the last time you have invited? Hey, I'm not inviting you. You're
certainly feels that way.
absolutely invited. Do you want to go to the movies at 7 p.m.?
I'm
I'd
really
love
busy.
for you to go.
I'm
That's
really
what I
busy.
thought. That's what I thought. I'd love for you to go to the movies with us at 7 o'clock. Would you like to go?
I'm so busy. I'm
Exactly.
sorry.
Exactly. This guy, I've had a job since I was 2. This guy gets a job for a week and is like, I can't do anything
I have
ever
weirder
again.
hours. I don't have stapled hours.
I got actually another job.
Congratulations. What is it?
I'm going to be helping Very Gay Paint sell murals.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm
that's
just
cool.
reaching out to people and helping them
That's
book
fucking
murals.
cool.
I'm like, you could paint my podcast studio.
That would be a really cool move. of
They're
them.
really expensive.
Yeah, I know. I know. They do it for like famous people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way more money than we have to offer.
Yeah.
But maybe they could do something simple.
A smiley face. even.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, something like a one line would look
Yeah,
cool.
honestly, just anything would be cool.
Yeah.
I'll take any Very Gay Paint. I know you're listening.
Yeah.
My bosses.
Dune 2 though, dude. Okay. Dune, I'm not going to give any spoilers because it just came out. It's not enough time for people to have seen it. But one element of it that I love is, you know how in real life.
This is a reminder because I have something to say.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know what that. Okay.
It's me reminding myself that I wasn't finished picking my bone with you.
Oh, okay.
So you go ahead and talk about Dune, and then I'm
Yeah.
going to go back to picking my bone with you.
I love it.
All right, let's go.
So Dune 2, you know how on our planet, in the real world, the bays and the gays and the theys, they say period. You say something, they go period. Like that. Mm-hmm. In Dune, they all go as written. That's their period. And I was having so much fun with that during the movie. I can't
That's
stop
good.
saying
You
as
haven't had
written.
fun in ages. I'm
I
glad you
know.
had fun with that.
Thank you, dude. As written.
As written.
All right, get back to ripping me a new one.
All right. My question for you.
Yes.
You always say, "Where was my invite?"
Yeah, it's funny to
Most
do
of
that.
the time that we invite you, you say no these days.
Yeah, I'm busy lately.
You can't even walk over to the house. It's a 5-minute walk. Not even 5 minutes for you.
Yeah.
You can do it faster.
I am fast.
He's very fast. I'll give him that.
My legs go like in circles like Sonic, so I don't have to recharge
And
each
then
step.
I'll say, "Where was my invite to Dune 2? What else have you been doing? Where's my invite to all these things?"
Dune, that's such a good question. I didn't schedule Dune. I got a text like 2 months ago being like, we're going to go to Dune on this day.
But
Do you wanna go?
what I'm trying to tell you
Mm-hmm.
is, where are my invites to everything?
Lost in the mail, probably. The damn
All right,
post
well-
office. Am I right?
All right,
dude?
well, yours are all lost in the mail then. You cannot always be on camera in front of our millions of fans acting like I don't invite you places. I haven't been invited anywhere by you in a long time.
That's true. I
and
haven't done anything in a
never
long
make
time.
you feel bad.
That's so true.
And I don't want to be made feel bad.
I don't mean to make you feel bad.
I
do, it
do
'cause
want
it's
you
funny.
around. I wish you would quit all your jobs and be Free John again.
That would be sick. It's coming. Once we make money from this, I'm done.
Please
I'm
pay
retiring,
us.
dude. I would
and
love
you won't
it.
even make a Patreon. Make a Patreon so we can
I will make
retire.
a Patreon at some point. I will do it at some point.
This week. People want to give us $1.
Do you think?
By the time this episode comes out, we will have a Patreon.
Thank you,
that is
Father.
That is a promise I am making.
Trent, you're the producer. You make the Patreon.
Well,
He'd love to.
Yeah.
He'd
You
love
have my
to.
blessing. Patreon is made.
Wait, can I take a picture of Trent right now?
Sure, that's good radio.
All right. I got a little makeup in my eye.
Okay.
I decided to wear makeup today.
I was gonna say you look extra gorgeous.
Thank you. He's sucking up for
gonna say, wow,
the fight we just had.
Gorgos plus.
What's beautiful about John and I's relationship is we can have a little fight and
Always.
just be best friends again immediately.
I would like for you to tell me that it hurts your feelings when I say, "Where's my invite?" Because I don't mean it, and now I can just not do that anymore.
It doesn't hurt my feelings. It does make me feel sad.
Well, that's the same thing to me, and I don't want to cause that.
Because I think I made you sad.
Oh no! I'm literally fucking around. I'm well aware of why I am unable to go to these
And
things.
I'm like, well, I would love for you to go.
Right. And I would love to go. Like, truly, it's just been these last few weeks, I bit off a little bit more than I can chew. So it's just me
Yeah.
trying to get like everything together so I can go back to having like more free time and actually have my time managed. A little
Yeah,
bit.
you need to get on the library and do it. I'm bringing this up. I got kicked out of my Spanish class, and that's why I thought about a time management course from the library. Because I was
Damn.
trying to take a.
What did you do?
I didn't do the
CG
test.
scribbled "school sucks" on a desk.
School sucks. SUX.
Yeah.
With the S, that's like the three things.
Yeah. School. The S on the school is a dollar sign. Sucks is the Superman S.
I did the course but didn't take the test. And then too much time passed, and it was like you had to take the test by then, or we're going to assume that you didn't.
Are you
you don't wanna be in
looking
the
to get
course.
some kind of certification, or could you just like know Spanish and who cares?
I just want to know Spanish because
So who cares about a test?
I didn't do the whole course. I did the episode. I did season oh my gosh,
Season 1.
week 1.
Yeah.
So I did all the like workbook stuff, and then I just didn't take the test because I wanted to not get interrupted. I was like, I need like an uninterrupted time.
Gotcha. This is the opposite of the issue I had in school. I didn't do homework. I graduated high school with like a 2.7 GPA because I just got zeros on every homework assignment.
You are
Always.
my brother. A's and F's.
Yeah.
If he liked something, A. If he didn't care about it, F.
Oh,
Full F.
I truly like could not focus in school. And it didn't occur to me until like college when I got Adderall. I was like, oh, I literally couldn't focus.
My mom didn't believe in Adderall.
I don't think, like, honestly, I do think there's an argument to be made of like, yeah, kids are kind of hyperactive. Like, that's just their nature.
She
You
was like,
shouldn't
that's
drug
just
them.
kids being kids. And I was like, yeah, but sometimes it's kids, like,
Totally. There's instances where it
your
is
kid
true.
couldn't read for a while.
I do partially think that it is good that I didn't get on Adderall because I think slacking off in school and being disinterested made me the man I am today. You know,
Right.
Sure, I don't know how to do trigonometry, but
Right.
do you? Do you?
Well, see, to be fair, I also paid attention and I was ADHD, but like
Yeah.
more than that, I was a guilty conscience over nothing
Mm-hmm.
and was like beat myself up over nothing. My parents were literally like, B's are fine.
Yeah.
My parents like were like, whatever you do is fine. And I was like an A or I. A's or I.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, no, I literally in high school, we had a different grading scale, which was weird. It was like 94 to 100 is an A, like 87 to 94 is a B.
Ours was 93 to 100. I was talking
Yeah.
about this the other day. And they gave money per A you got in
What?
Kentucky. Yes. In Kentucky, you got money towards college. So it wasn't like a check in your pocket, but it was like towards your college. Maybe, no, some
Do you
people.
want to know something sad? If they had that initiative in Philly, I would have been just as broke.
But it's still not getting A's.
I think the only A I ever got in high school was my first social studies class because I really wanted to get into AP
Because
Euro
you thought it
footage.
was Pokemon.
No, because I wanted to learn about dragons.
Exactly.
So yeah, I
Same
guess
thing,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to learn about real life Charizards.
Yeah, well, every school in like the school and other school in our hometown, and then every school around us was 90 to an A because they wanted the kids to get money for it's free money for school.
Yeah.
And I got boned. My bone meaning I got like 2 B's, and they were like 92s.
Fucking dummy.
No, they were 92s. That's an A.
That's stupid though.
In Kentucky, that's an A. In my school, that's a B.
Yeah, I got like 77s in classes, and they were like D.
D.
I remember going to my math teacher after like Christmas break and being like, "How'd I do on the exam?" And he went, "D's get degrees, Mr. Del Viscio." That was my favorite teacher of all, Mr.
Mr.
Palaio,
Del
dude.
Viscio is so funny.
He was the man. There was this kid in our class, Brandon, who was a little bit shy. And so he made him answer, like if he asked him a yes or no question, he had to answer affirmative or negative to like kind of help him break out of his shell because it would make the whole class laugh. Like he was a really cool dude. I was just a really bad student.
I think though teachers, their actual favorite students are like ones like you.
Oh yeah. I kept in contact with that guy after I graduated just because like we were kind of friends.
Yeah, my
you know?
brother has teachers that are like very special to him because they like took it, they saw him, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, that is the best person I know. And it's like, More people should see my brother.
Yeah.
That teacher's fine. They were just nice. More people should be nice to you, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I had teachers that like Spanish. I couldn't figure out other languages. And I remember we had this like super young dude who was like maybe 25, like right out of college. He came in, he was our new Spanish teacher, and he was like the cool guy, you know? Like all his lessons were like, he would make the worksheets and it would be like Spanish shit about Lil Wayne or whatever. And all I would recognize on it was Lil Wayne and just be like, fuck. And he had this like thing where Tattletale.
Pretty sure he got all three.
Yeah, Vanna White, fucking turn those things 4, whatever. I remember I would go to see him after taking quizzes and tests because he would reteach the material to you that you struggled with, and then you were allowed to take the test again. And it would be me meeting with him for like 15 minutes and him just literally pulling out his hair like, how do you Puedo ir al baño?
Ours, I think I might have, if I have, you can tell me I have, but our Spanish teacher was from Spain.
Mm-hmm.
Fully, like, she just spoke Spanish to us. So not only could I, like, not understand her, I also, like, don't know if I learned languages well or not because it was, like, immersive. And she was only there for 2 years. You had to take 2 years of Spanish. And, whoa, that didn't come out, but it was a really, I wonder if you can hear that. My chest has something. Say it with your chest.
Yeah, that reminds me of an improv thing, but finish what you're saying.
Well, I just did terribly, and also I was a goofball, and my name was Lucia, but it's Lucia.
I love
and
picking
she'd
a
be
name.
like, all right, I don't think casualties, it's the word I remember.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it meant shut up, because she would be like, Lucia, casualties! And I'd be
She's saying death to you.
probably.
No,
She
I don't know.
hated me. And I'd never been hated by a teacher, and that's a class I gotta be in.
Damn.
I was
That
like, what
jerk.
can I do? And she was like, we don't give away grades in España. And I said, well, you're in Kentucky. Give me the A. Listen, little girl.
yeah, dude. In America,
In America, you have pushed me to the edge,
Oh,
miss.
I love that kid. She's acting like we're the small peoples.
She's the queen, and we're the sorry people.
Yeah, dude.
You have pushed me to the... I like to be nice, but you have pushed me to the edge.
You know that kid like is you, right?
I want my chicken nuggets.
That is-
His eyes are looking this way.
That is you. That's CG coded. Talking like the internet. That's so CG coded.
You're the queen, and we're the sorry people. Well, I don't think so, Miss Press.
30. Dirty 30.
It's the 30-minute mark. What is the thuggish, ruggish bone? Oh,
I don't
my
know that
God. Do you know Keisha Cole?
I know the name.
Have you seen the video of the little kids in school who it's like, you know the song? You look up Keisha Cole and tell me like her top 3 most popular songs, and I'll know which one it is.
Yeah, she looks familiar.
Love.
Is it love?
It's love. I don't know why these kids have been taught this song. I don't know why. I don't know, but they're at like an assembly, and the whole school of elementary school kids just start singing it like at the assembly, and they're like playing it over the speaker for them, and they're all just like, never knew what I... And it's like, these kids are acting like they've like been through stuff, you know, like they're like feeling it, and it's just like, what year was that song come out?
2005, it says.
Okay, so like almost 20-year-old song. And there's
Maybe having like a rebirth on TikTok or something. I feel like I've heard like Kiss of Life by Sade on there recently, and that song's old as hell. You know.
Sade.
Whatever, dude. I don't listen to girl singers.
Oh my God. Anyways,
I'm too busy listening to Randy Travis and stuff.
yeah, he's going country. Your Philly boy's going country. But anyways, then I guess like because it went viral and everyone was like, "Oh my God, I love this school." They get them to perform. They're like all on stage and they're all in little khakis and red sweatpants, and they have this little boy who's being like the leader, and everybody's singing along. The principal walks out and is like, "No, do it like this." And the little boy's like, you could tell he's like hurt because he thought he was crushing it. And
Yeah,
he was like, no.
Yeah.
And then the principal was like, stop. Do it with your soul. Do it like this. Keisha Cole ascends down the stairs singing. The kids lose their minds.
Holy crap.
Imagine to be like, but imagine like you had your little time in the sun. You weren't somebody like I don't think Keisha Cole's somebody who like stayed super famous.
I don't know.
You don't even know her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So imagine to like have like all these kids obsessed with your song, and you get to like, you get one more walk in the sun.
That's pretty cool. Who's the celebrity that you think would like cause you to be starstruck the most? Have you met any celebrities where you're like, fuck?
Okay. I worked in the music industry in Nashville before starting comedy. So I interned for Sony and then some like other like did stuff for the Grammys, like things like that. So basically talks they have with you is you act like a fangirl, you'll never be around like
Sure,
we
yeah.
won't let you around famous people anymore.
Totally.
So it's like they're kind of like stern with you like the day because they're like at any point, literally I'm working at Sony, like Taylor Swift could walk in and it's like you have to literally. Well, they said it for two reasons. They're like, one, you want to meet someone as a peer, not as a fan, or they'll never look at you as anything but a fan. So you want to meet everybody as a peer, even if you're an intern. And then two, don't embarrass us.
Right.
So I think everybody famous I ever met, I played it like really cool because I was like, oh, it's like bigger than just me if I embarrass them.
Yeah. You've never met any famous people just like on your own? Out in the wild?
Well,
Or was it like always through work events? Because you've lived in LA for a while now.
well, yeah, but now I guess famous people like mean something a little different because we're like closer to it. You know, like
I almost hit Jack Black with my car. His body, not his car. I almost killed Jack Black with my car. That's how just around they are out here.
Yeah.
Don't you cock your fist at me. I didn't kill him. I almost did.
I got really excited. Megan Fahey or whatever who's on. Yeah, you do White Lotus.
I don't watch White Lotus.
Will you show her though? I know that you'll know her because she's so beautiful.
Right.
And you know every beautiful lady.
Yeah, I have a reputation to uphold.
To uphold.
Oh, yeah, she's pretty.
You don't know who that is?
No.
Oh.
She looks like a princess to me.
She was at Sundance, and I was really sad to not. Like I heard about it, and I was like.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was a weird reaction because you normally aren't like that.
Yeah.
But one time, Alan Stone, who's like most people don't even know, I went to a show for my birthday. And it was a show where he did a karaoke show with his best friend.
That's cool.
His best friend is like a goofy comedian, and he's a really goofy guy. Best voice I've ever heard. Look up Alan Stone. The show started, we weren't like late. We were like right on time. So the show was starting as we walked in, and Alan was on stage with his back to everybody. And he was singing, but like you don't see his back. And
He got long hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that's him. But everybody else that I was with was just going for me.
Yeah.
And I turn around and he's right here because we're in the back.
Whoa.
And I was like, I don't want to be in the back. I want to be like up front. This is like my guy.
Yeah.
And I looked and I was like, I don't think that's him. But everybody else like was like did believe it. And I turned around and I was like, and he goes, and I was like,
That's so cool.
it was really cool.
That's cool.
Because I like could have blown his cover and I
Yeah.
wanted to blow his cover.
Yeah.
But I was like,
Alan, if
You're
you're
doing
listening, I
something.
think that's worth a free t-shirt or something.
something. My God. Well, I got a t-shirt that night. I tried to buy a bobblehead of him and everyone was like, you're not buying a bobble. Like, no.
Buy a bobblehead. That would look so good in the studio.
I know. Oh, Alan could see. Yeah, I'm going to have to go.
Dude,
on my
anytime you
order.
see little tchotchkes, just get it. And
Just get it.
We'll reimburse you once the Patreon money
Once the
starts flowing
Patreon
in.
gets-
I'm down so much money on building the studios out.
And what's crazy is we're about.
Spit.
No. What else you got going on this week, John?
What do I got going on this week? Shit, I don't know, man.
Wait. Have you met any celebrities?
Oh yeah, I have actually. The person that I was, because same thing, like not because of any company reasons, but like truly I haven't really gotten starstruck around most celebrities just because I am confident that I'm not going to be the weirdest person they meet even today. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like what's super memorable for me, as long as I don't fuck up to like a biblical level, they will never remember this interaction. So you just like kind of be cool and just say like, hey, big fan, whatever, you know? And like I did that when I met Mac Miller. Like I've done that, and it's like I'm fine, you know? I went to see Jackass, the newest one, and Jeff Tremaine and Johnny Knoxville were there. And I left the theater.
Boys.
They're my boys, dude.
Yeah.
Like they're as responsible for my sense of humor as like any comedian, you know?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh man, I don't want to bother them. I'm just going to sit here and like watch the movie. That was so cool that they came and talked. Like that's unbelievable. And then I was just like on autopilot. My body just like rose. And I left the theater to go like try and meet them. And obviously they're being hounded by a bunch of people. And I like can't bring up the nerve to really like approach, and they start walking towards me, and they're like about to pass me, and I'm like, this is your moment. Don't fuck this up. Like this is your chance to say something. And I panic and I just go, thank you for everything. And Jeff Tremaine just like pats my shoulder and is like, sure.
Sure.
Humiliating, dude.
Here's what I'm in debate about. Like, do you just, like, go ahead and recognize that, like... Because, like, for me, it's, like, music that, like... yeah, I think I, like, more... Sometimes it's even, like, an indie artist, like, not that big.
Yeah.
Like, there's been, like, a musician friend of Caleb's at the house, and I'm like, do I go ahead and recognize that, like... I love her music and be like normal, even, but it's like, well, like, are we friends or like, will we be friends? I'm like, I don't want to be weird. Yeah. But like,
I was very weird in front of one of his musician friends one time, and it still haunts me. I didn't know that they were famous.
Oh,
and I was just being. Somebody's at the door.
Yeah.
1 second, dear audience.
Who is that?
Fucking landlords.
Crazy to interrupt our show when we're cooking.
We're cooking right now, dude. What was I even saying? Should I talk about when I almost killed Jack Black?
Well, no, you were talking about how you said something wild in front of...
Oh. I don't even want to get
I don't think you should tell that story. But no, I think
it was an accident. I didn't say anything, like, bad. I was just in a weird spot mentally. And the way I was talking about things were just like... No one talks that way, you know?
Well, here's the thing is when
talking around it right now sucks for the audience. I'm sorry, guys.
Well, here's the thing, though. When you meet somebody that you're like, I do know who you are, do I act like I do or do I not? Mm-hmm. Like, I like when people meet me and I'm not famous, but, like, I've had people way bigger than me be like... Not physically. That's a small group of people. Way bigger than me on the fame scale.
Yeah, they got a star meter score that's in like the triple digits.
Yeah. That'll be like, oh my God, I've heard so much about you. Or like, I've seen your videos, like whatever it is. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that is so kind. And I obviously know that like, they're not fangirling, they're being kind. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, is the best way to do it is meet somebody and be like, huge fan.
Yeah, I think
or is it to be like, I don't know, I think it's like shitty to pretend you don't know who they are.
Yeah, I think that's weird.
Yeah, because you do know.
I think it's totally fine. And I also don't think it like discredits you as a peer to be like, oh, by the way, I love your shit. Like,
that's what I think too. I think it's when you geek out and act weird that it's like that discredits you as a peer.
Dude, I was at a bar with some, like, it was some friends of mine and then some friends of theirs.
Where's my invite?
But Rachel Sennett was at the bar, and they, like, come up to me, and they're like, do you think Rachel Sennett's hot? And I was like, yeah, she's fine. And then they're, like, asking me questions about my opinion of Rachel Sennett, and I'm like, yeah, she's cool. Like, I don't really, whatever. I'm not, like, a huge fan, but I know who she is. She's cool. And they're like, she's right behind us. And I was like, dude, what? Like, I was speaking pretty candidly and loud, like.
And stop being like first name last name. They're like making you say first name last name.
Literally, and I'm trimming this story down. It was so much more awkward and so much worse. The person like went up to them and started talking to them and was just like, "Do you remember me? We worked on this show together."
Oh, God.
And I was just like, "Yo, you gotta fuck." And then they left the bar. Her and the person that she was with left the bar like 15 minutes later.
Do you think you question about that? Do you think you would fan more over somebody who's like smaller but like really in your zeitgeist, or someone who's like huge?
I can tell you honestly right now, smaller.
Me too.
It's weirder. Like when I worked at IO, there would be like, improv people around that I was like a big fan of. And one of them I remember specifically was John Reynolds. You know him? He's on Search Party.
Yeah. Oh,
so fucking funny.
I like John Reynolds.
I love John Reynolds, dude. And John Reynolds would hang out around IO when he was in town because he would do improv with people and hop on shows. He would do Carl and the Passions with our super producer, Trent Dozier. And I remember one time I'm working the podium at the DCT, and he comes walking towards me, and I'm doing the same thing that I always do, of like, I'm not going to be the weirdest. In this building, there's no way I'm the weirdest guy he talks to tonight. There's just no way. There's too many nerds
You
around.
also have to know, especially going somewhere like IO with comedy nerds, that like, he might can bebop around New York and people are like, whatever. He might, like, he's a big star, but like not superstar.
Yeah.
You have to know somewhere like IO where like anybody who even had a line on a TV show that made us laugh.
Oh, yeah.
We know you. We love you.
I was so deep on IMDb pages back in the day.
Yes.
Just being like, okay, so this person did this, and they worked with that, and that must have led to this. Like,
anybody who came up from Chicago,
I
know
knew
you.
everything.
We know you.
I know everything you do. So John Reynolds is walking towards me down the hall, and I'm like, just say what's up, dude. Like, it's cool. He's a regular guy. And he walks, and then he gets past me, and I'm like, no, I fucked up. And
John Reynolds, my name's John.
Kinda, yeah. He reaches for the door, and I like whip. I'm like, stop. And he's like, what? Like, thought he was doing something wrong. And I was like, I'm a really big fan.
Oh, no.
And he was just
Stop.
like, he's like, thanks, man. Like, it was very nice about it. But just like, what the fuck?
He's also someone that I bet is exactly I bet like who he is on a lot of TV shows is who he is.
Yeah, I mean, I've only ever heard that he's just a super nice guy.
Yeah.
Like, very, as funny as he is on stage.
Yeah.
And just a very nice guy. And that was an instance where I was genuinely like, oh, man, that guy's the funniest. Like, and definitely got a little bit starstruck.
I got really now I can think of one, and this is I thought of this because of the way I asked the question. Lisa Gilroy came up to me at the Elysian and was like,
her.
"Hey, like I know you, like you're so funny, Cigi, right?" And I was like, well, "Why do you know me? I love you."
Dude, she's awesome.
But it's like tough because it's like, yes, she is so much bigger than I am, but like, I would love to be a genuine friend.
Sure,
So
yeah,
I'm like,
of course.
I also want to be like, I think everything you do is amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean.
oh, one more. I was at this comedy festival in Nashville when I lived there, and I was like seeing stand up, like literally like in the audience seeing stand up. My company I was with like had X amount of tech. Like it was through work, but it wasn't like for work.
Yeah.
So I was like on my own. I didn't have that cool. And I had so much fun at the show, obviously, that I was leaving and I was like swinging my arms like this, and I punched someone. I turned
In
around
the balls?
in the leg, in the leg, maybe the vagina.
Vagina.
Maybe the vagina. And I swing, punch somebody, turn around, obviously mortified. He's like, I'm so sorry. Turn around and I said, I'm so sorry I just punched you, Kathy Griffin. Because it was Kathy Griffin.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to know the person I punched.
Yeah.
And so that was strange. And she was like, you're good.
That's funny. There was a time, this show's just becoming our celebrity encounter
Yeah.
recap episode. But there was one time I was leaving the Elysian. It might have been with you guys. And there was like a line of like 5 or 6 of us, right? And we're all like walking single file for some reason, like 2 or 3 feet apart from each other. And there's 2 people walking towards us. And as they pass, every single one of us, as they get past, goes, was that Dylan O'Brien? Was that Dylan O'Brien? Was that Dylan
I remember
O'Brien?
that. And I was like, who's Dylan O'Brien? Who's Dylan O'Brien?
I'm like, Teen Wolf.
Hey, I just remembered, Allie called me and she has courtside seats at the Lakers, and she might just be like, can I move your car? But she also might have been inviting me.
Yo, that's so fucking cool. Damn, dude.
Take the call.
Yeah, you can take that call on the pod.
To see if it's.
She was just
Take the
telling
call
me
on the
she
pod.
moved my car.
Oh, did you give her permission?
No.
I don't like that you're texting on the show.
Well,
This brings me to my next point. We need to return to the computer room, folks.
What? Well, I thought I was
need to
getting invited
return-
to Lakers courtside. That's why I texted.
I know, I was just kidding. And I really wanted to
kinda
get into my...
I kind of pitched it to her. I said, oh, I thought you were inviting me to get Lakers courtside. Oh, I thought you were inviting me to sit courtside at the Lakers game.
And that wasn't the case. Who's she bringing?
I think she's going with coworkers.
Oh.
If I
okay.
found out she brought somebody else, that would make me sad.
We'd have to have Allie on to set the record straight.
And I wouldn't be here for it. She could come tell her side, and we would not be in the room
There
together.
is a specific Allie celebrity story that we need to have her on to tell. And I'm not going to bring it up right now, but Allie has the best Hillary Clinton story I've ever heard in my life.
Oh.
That's the teaser. We're moving on from this right now, but when we have Allie on, I'm going to make her tell what is, in my opinion, one of the funniest and most interesting stories I've ever heard.
Allie has a plethora of interesting stories.
Yeah, she really does.
But now I know them all.
Yeah.
And she loves to tell. We both love to tell stories. And so now I'm like, and then she. Not your story.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to tell that story really bad, but it's not mine to tell, unfortunately.
We'll have her on, especially if she takes a different friend to the game.
Oh man, did you live by your words last week?
I don't know if I did.
You didn't. If you don't.
I know what they are, and I don't know that I lived by them.
What were they?
They were basically like, don't give advice to someone that you wouldn't take.
Yeah.
Advice you wouldn't take.
Yeah, yeah.
And then don't look for advice if you already know the answer.
Right. Yeah.
Or if you already know, if there's like an answer you want to hear, then don't
Yeah.
ask for advice.
Yeah. You were just living comfortably this week.
Well, I don't think I gave any advice or needed any advice last week.
Well, guess what?
What?
I also didn't live by my words. I tried, dude. I really, because your words for me were, you can't make a silk purse out of a sow's ear.
Yeah.
You know? So I had made mistakes on a few things that I was working on this week.
Yeah.
And I kept being like, damn, the thing is, I believe that I make silk purses. You know what I mean? So like, I never see, like, even when there's something wrong, I'm not like, well, this is a piece of shit, I'm gonna have to spin it into gold. I'm like, this is gold that I've now turned into a sow's ear. Like, I felt like I was doing the reverse of it.
You feel like you have like a golden idea and then you made it.
And then I fucked it up.
See, I think my words for you to live by are just going to be my own words.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how I'm going to say this.
Cigi's gonna come up with beautiful quotes. You're gonna turn phrase like Shakespeare.
I'm going to, well, I don't know if I will. I challenge you to, okay, well, to be fair, you haven't done it all on the pod, and sometimes you do, so maybe you are living by it already.
I have what now?
Well, I think sometimes you are, all the time, you're very hard on yourself. I'm hard on myself too, but in like different ways than you are.
Yeah.
And I want you to like, I don't know how to say this, but like not be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Like I want you to like
I
see
don't have to
something-
be Kobe, which is what I'm always kind of striving for.
I'd like you to see something you make the way like we see it.
Yeah.
Because like we would be like, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Or like we're like, you're so funny, or that was hilarious,
Thank you.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think that you're like, well, you'll be like, it's good, but it's asked for this reason.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a swear. That is,
Because Cigi's doing real talk right now, we won't count that.
thank you, John. Trent hates that. He wants to count it so bad. He's going to wake up in the middle of the night because he couldn't count it.
Cold sweat.
Yeah, I think I would I think this whole, I know what it is.
I love it.
This whole week, anytime someone gives you a compliment, you cannot negate it. You have to just take the compliment and be like, thank you, I love it.
That's
And I'll try it too, because I
Okay.
think I'm bad at it too.
all right. Yeah.
Any compliment,
I am genuinely very bad at that. It's really uncomfortable for me.
sit in the compliment, because people aren't just giving them willy-nilly.
Yeah. I
That's
also
your challenge.
when I get a compliment, I have to dole one back. Like I can't just be like, thank you. I have to be like, and you're the greatest person who's ever lived. Like,
I almost want to say, and you're not allowed to give one back, because
Yeah.
I think that's deflecting it too.
yeah, it's definitely a form of deflection.
All
I mean,
right.
anytime I rebuttal your compliment with a compliment, I do genuinely mean that.
I
I just
believe
don't
you
know
mean
how
it.
to sit in it.
Okay, no rebuttaling with a compliment. Even if you have to be like, I'm doing a challenge and I'm not, I want to say your shirt's great. I'm not allowed. You can do that.
That is my cheat code, dude.
You can do that.
Dude.
But because that's that's still you like recognizing the pattern.
Yeah. All right. I
And
like
I'm
that.
only saying this because I think if you see yourself through my eyes.
Oh, you're too kind, dude.
Yeah.
Too damn kind. Too damn kind. Do you have how far? How much time are we? Are we at words to live by again? 8 minutes? Oh well.
No, we're at 53.
Oh, 53. So okay, cool.
We've been doing this for 8 minutes.
No, I thought 8 minutes left, but even that my math was wrong. 7.
7 minutes left.
See, I didn't know. I never learned math. I wasn't a good student. I did take the SATs like as for fun with my friends. Like we just did the math section one day to see who among us was the smartest.
I thought about-
and I did win. So
Really?
yeah.
But who were the friends?
My college friends, who
Oh,
we all
okay.
went to the same high school, and they were in
Okay.
like higher classes than me, so they all should have done better. I was a really bad student.
Dude, I can't even count.
It wasn't until college that I kind of figured it out, and that was just because I went to film school. They were like, write about movies, and I was like, it's the only thing I know how to do.
That's all. I did all I know.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were a pizza delivery guy and you came to my house to deliver the pizza and you were greeted by 5 she-theys and we made a song with your name in it.
I love it.
And we opened up so we got Jesse Morner opening up the door. Hi,
Jesse's
Carlos.
she-they now.
Well, no, but not everybody is.
Gotcha.
she.
So some she's, some theys.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. I'm painting the picture in my mind.
Yeah.
Continue.
So Jesse opens the door. Hi, Carlos. Then
I'm Carlos?
yeah, the song in this you are.
Okay.
And then the windows fly open and we're like, Carlos, 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 Carlos. And then Jesse goes, Carlos. Do you give back the tip? Because now we deserve the tip.
No. This feels like something you didn't come up with just now. Did you do this recently?
Yeah,
And they kept
on
the tip
Saturday.
and you were pissed?
Yeah, on Saturday. Well, I didn't want his tip back.
Yeah. Well, it seems like maybe a little bit
Well,
you
his
wanted it.
response was, well, he couldn't have given it back because it was given to him digitally.
Right.
But his response was, sorry, I kept you girls waiting.
Damn, he was going to stick his dick through the pizza.
No,
Yes.
Carlos was not sinister like you.
No, that's a romantic move. You ever see Dick in a Box?
It's a dick in a box. Is that how it goes? And I'm dick in a box.
Yeah. So that's what he would have done probably. He was waiting for you guys to be like, you got any extra sausage, Carlos the pizza boy?
Well,
and then he would put his dick through the picture and be like, big old sausage for you.
And nobody
That's how-
there would have wanted him to do that.
Because on account of the they aspect. They're a bunch of gay theys.
Then we were like, we should do it one more time.
So you guys ordered another pizza.
No. We said, Carlos, will you pretend to deliver the pizza again?
Uh-huh.
And we're going to do it again for you. And he said, okay.
Yeah.
So we all closed the door. We opened it up and do it. Everyone else does their stuff. I can't because I'm laughing so hard.
Mm-hmm.
I laughed so hard I farted.
And the toot went,
It was like,
oh man. It was a wet one.
and I had to tell everyone.
That sounds like a cheek reverberation right
Well,
there.
also these are like friends that like I would fart in front of them if I had to, but I'm not really a big farter in front of people anyways.
Yeah.
But lately, I think something's going wrong with me because Caleb will like wrestle me a little bit, and I'll be like,
You guys are
stop.
so weird.
I'll be like, stop! I'm gonna shit myself. And then he'll keep going because he doesn't believe me.
Yeah, and then
I'm
you
like,
shit yourself.
Yeah, a little, but not like a real turd. Just like a ethereal one.
Have you shit yourself in recent memory?
No,
Liar.
I haven't.
I have.
I thought I did the other day. And I said, oh. And Allie said, oh. And I said, yeah, I think so. So I ran to the bathroom. I was like, don't worry, Allie, I'm all good.
Yeah.
It was just scary.
Yeah, it was just a wet fart.
Remember when you made us really late because you shit yourself?
I don't remember what we were late for, but no, I've shit myself far more recently than I care to admit.
Tell it.
Well, it was this. Whenever this was, because I remember I woke up, I shit my ass cheeks. It didn't go all the way to my underwear. It just like stayed, but it just spread the surface area.
That's what I thought happened, but
Yeah.
I was clean.
It just no. Mine shit just like like water just filled the surface area connecting my butt, you know? And I had to wipe down the inside of the cheeks. And then I was just like, once the preliminary damage was done, I was just like, I need to shower.
What you have to know about John, though, is incident like that happens, he won't just clean it up. He's got to get in the shower. He's got to shave his back. He's got to clip his tonails.
I'm a clean boy, despite the poop on my body.
He's got to wash and dry his whole outfit he was wearing. We're not going anywhere the next 4 hours. See, I shit myself. I get in there. I bidet it. I
don't have one of those.
I bidet. I use a wet wipe. I use toilet paper. Whatever.
I hate the French.
I don't know. I think that's fine, right?
No,
you
that's
can hate
fine.
the French.
You can hate the French.
I don't
They're
know.
white
I think
people.
that's fine. I don't have it in me. I think it's fine.
You don't have hate in your heart.
You're not gonna cut it. You're gonna leave it.
Maybe.
Well, if anybody made it this far, I hope that was a real treasure for them.
Everybody made it this far.
Everybody made it this far. My best friend who I've talked about in here a few times, who lived in Chicago, was about to have. She has 2 kids now, about to have 4. She got twins in there.
Whoa.
She always listens, and she's like, I'm always in debate. Should I be listening to the podcast or calling you? Because I have such like little free time. And I'm like, podcast.
Podcast. We need the numbers.
Accept numbers.
Yeah.
And join Patreon.
Yeah.
For the love
we
of
have
God.
it now, right, Trent?
Yes.
By the time this episode comes out,
This comes out.
join Patreon. It would mean the world to us.
Even for $1, because I'm probably just going to have a $1 tier for now.
I think we could give an option of a $5 tier. Who cares?
Yeah, my mom's going to pay that. And that's
All right.
Well, that's $5 in our collective pockets that we didn't have previously.
real shit.
That we can use to get very gay paint to do one stripe down the studio. How much were we talking for a stripe?
That's all I'm asking, dude.
Yeah, that's all
I'm
we're asking.
We'll even buy the color. I'll buy the paint.
I'll
You
buy
just
the color.
roll it up.
I'll buy the color.
Yeah.
I'll buy the roller. What else? Oh,
cool.
is it time for words to live by? I already gave you mine.
You already gave me? Oh, yeah. That I'm just,
Mine was just
I have to take
you
a compliment.
Have to take. You can give me a challenge too if you don't have a quote.
Oh, no, I have a quote.
Okay.
Fuck, what was it? Oh, I have 3 good ones, all from the same source, because I thought
He
new...
said F word. What was it? It was
You-
out of the mic, so I just wanted to make sure that you did catch that. All right.
Son of a gun.
Son of a gun. Give me a drink.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I had a really big urge to pick this up and just give you a whack.
Okay. This is from the great Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
He says, I try to be bad, but nobody will let me. I want you to be bad this week.
Bad to the bone.
Yeah, I want to see what bad Cigi looks like. Dark Cigi.
All right.
Evil Cigi.
All right. I'm gonna be bad this week.
Yeah, dude. Cigi's gonna come in next week with a leather jacket on. It's like, tell me about it, stud.
Tell me about it, stud. I was bad all week. I put out a cigarette on your forehead. It's a candy one, though.
Yeah, that's what I want to see out of you next week.
All right. Say it
Yeah.
again.
I try so hard to be bad.
Nobody will let me.
Goddamn right, dude.
They're going to let me.
Yeah.
I don't answer to people Nick Carter answers to.
Yeah.
I don't answer to nobody.
Well, that's because you stayed independent. He went mainstream. You know,
did.
it's more of a fickle beast. They control
did.
you a little bit more. You and me, we're mainstream. We can do
We're
whatever we
mainstream.
want. Or we're indies.
We're indies.
We're indie guys.
I'm repeating whatever you said. Yeah, that's right. We're mainstream. We're indies. We're indies. We're indies. Whatever you say. I don't have any more thoughts in my
Nah,
head.
dude, we're punk rock. They're pop.
We're
music.
punk rock. They're pop. What?
They're just pop music.
They're pop music. We're
Yeah.
punk rock.
Yeah.
Yep. Whatever John
Yeah.
says.
I don't know that I have anything else to say. Maybe we'll get to my take on the computer room next week. You know,
If you want,
I think what time are we at?
103.
We'll get to it next week.
Yes.
All right. I love you.
Sorry for all the improv talk. Love you.
Just hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. That's what I did.
Well, listen, everybody. We're on Patreon now. We really need your money because we
we need the money.
We need money.
We gotta keep the lights on.
Because the lights cost money.
Mm-hmm.
Me having to go to therapy after working with John so much, that costs money.
I don't need to go to therapy. This is my therapy.
And I should get paid for that. And listen, we have a $1 tier that won't last forever. But honestly, we also have a $5 tier, and we'd rather have $5 from you. But $1 is also really good.
It's a really nice thing to do.
Yeah, and we would take the $1. But if you have $5, we would take $5.
Yeah. And don't feel pressured like give us the $5. I mean, obviously give it to us, but in like a...
Like,
hey,
give us $5. Give $5. You know what I mean?
We're passing the basket out at church.
Yeah, like, think of it as a tithe.
What's a tithe?
Church. The basket that goes
Think
around.
of it as the basket.
The basket. Listen, it's the basket at church. Give us $5 and it will come back to you tenfold. Give us $5 a month. You will get $50 a month back not from us, but from God.
I think that's good. If it
All
works
right.
for Joel Osteen, it'll work for us.
Yeah, exactly. This is an MLM.
Yeah. Yeah. This is MLM.
All right. Listen, we love you. Thank you. We're going to use the money to buy Dr. Pepper.
I think that's good.
All right. Cut.
Cut.
Cut.